Alright guys, part two. Well, actually second take. I just shot a video and I didn't like it, so I'm reshooting it to be perfectly honest. I couldn't remember what I was saying. Got lost, so I'm going to try it again. It's been a while. It's been about a year since I've done a video, or pretty close to it, so I'm out of practice. So here we go. It's been a crazy year since the last time that I've done a video. A lot of things have changed in my personal life, and it's been chaotic for the most part. I didn't really want to do a video on those changes that I've made, so I've been kind of focusing on that, trying to get everything done so I can move forward. I had a car. I had it for 5 years. It was a good car, but I didn't like it. It just didn't suit me, but at the time that I bought it, it's exactly what I needed, but it wasn't what I wanted. So I spent a lot of time over the last few years contemplating when to make a move. And finally, in about, I can't remember if it was June or July last year, 2018, I finally had enough of driving myself crazy and everybody else that dares to speak to me on a regular basis about it. I've always wanted a pickup truck, and I finally pulled the trigger and went and got me one. I got a used one, but a new one. It's 2016. But when I got that, like I said, man, it's a big thing to go from one of these semis to a 4-door sedan, especially for a big guy like me. So I've always been a pickup guy. I just couldn't afford them back in the day. Working in factories, I drive 60 miles to get to work, and then have to turn around and drive 60 miles back. So when I got my car, it was easier on gas, and I couldn't afford the truck and the gas because the gas was like $4 or $5 a gallon, almost $5 a gallon at times. And now that I've been driving a truck, like I said, I don't use my vehicle very much, so I decided to go get me a pickup. Like I said, I've had it for 9 months now, 8-9 months, something like that. So I just now got over 3,000 miles on it, in that amount of time, because I'm always here. I'm always trying to pay for it, so got to work. But then after I got my pickup, a couple months, 2 or 3 months later in the year, I actually found a house. And well, I call it a house, but it's a single wide trailer. And it's on a 1/4 acre of land, perfect for me, because like I said, I'm never at home. I needed a small yard that would be easy for me to take care of, and a house that's not too big. So I found this, and I actually, after a couple of months of heartache and headache and frustration and aggravation, I finally got me a place. And we moved into it like 2 weeks before Christmas. So during the big snowstorm, of course. So that added to all that. But Yeah, I've just been adjusting to the fact that I'm buying a place and not renting. Uh, that I was capable of sliding in there without anybody noticing that I got a place, you know. And it's a good feeling, and like I said, I'm starting to enjoy it. Tinkering around and working on it a little bit. Nothing too major, but I'm starting from scratch from everything pretty much, except for a little bit of furniture that I have. So that's been a big deal. Then we've had just like an absolute crazy winter this year. Snowstorms, rain, freezing fog. You know, fog wasn't bad enough, and now it's got to freeze. Just insane temperatures and temperature changes. About a month or so ago, I picked up a load early in the morning. It was negative 13. By the time lunchtime rolled around, I went back over a mountain, and on the other side of the mountain it was 60 degrees. So it was a 73 degree change in about 6-7 hours. And yeah, fighting off colds because of all this and that. And it's just been a hectic year, and I'm hoping that maybe after this past week that I've just went through, maybe it'll calm down and settle down a little bit. I was up in Kansas. I had to shut down on this trip because of Colorado had a winter hurricane, and wind was blowing 65, 75 mile an hour wind gust. I think I've seen a couple of websites that was claiming 102 mile an hour wind gust. A lot of trucks being blown over. I-25, which I go down a lot in Colorado, it was shut down. They had a 100-car pile up because of all this. It was just madness. And then 2 days later, boom, it's 50 degrees and sun shining, and like nothing happened. And it was weird because some places got hit hard and some places didn't. 20 miles down the road, they didn't. Nothing. Like it was nothing. It was just insane. So, but hopefully the weather settles down, like I said, and we can do a little bit more. I'm ready for spring, man. Like I told my buddies, you know, hell, I'm ready to start bitching about the bugs being on the windshield now. But yeah, that's kind of a quick catch up on what's been going on. Like I said, you know, a lot of good things happening, a lot of aggravating things. You know, like I said, it's been a test here lately. I just got a new phone. Had to bring my old one with me to remember all my crap that I had on there, because I don't write shit down, so kind of go by ear. But yeah, I've been thinking a lot about doing these videos again. You know, through the whole year, I've kind of been back and forth on it. It's like, I want to do one, but I really don't have much to talk about. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's kind of useless because I wasn't getting anywhere with it. Not many views, but thought about shutting the channel down. But there's a goal that I have this year, and it's to be. I'm trying to get better at communicating and getting the words that are up here to come out here. So yeah, this is the test. This is what I got to do. I listen to a lot of podcasts when I'm going up and down the road because, like I said, I go the same way every week. You know, it's pretty much a dedicated, but it's not. So I know most of the places that I go, and like I said, my GPS is pretty much a mileage counter and a night light. It's not. It's not that much in use, you know. So 99% of the time I could find my way without it because I've done it so many times. It's almost been 2 years since I've been here. So, but anyway, yeah, like I said, I listen to a lot of podcasts to pass the time, and there's a lot of conversation going on, and I hear one or two or maybe even more sides, people's perspective, and I listen to that, and I have a different perspective, and I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to put my voice in. I don't have anybody else to bounce it off of, so I'm just gonna have to throw my phone up and throw my opinion in there when I get it. So you know, when it's a piece of conversation that I think I could add to, and see who listens. So that's where we're at. Like I said, it's been a while. I'm out of practice, so hopefully we'll get better and we'll do better with it. So, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to throw one out there to kind of get warmed up. So there it is. All right, but we'll see you soon.